Hi, this is David Smaya, and we are here in Cafecito podcast. And today we are celebrating culture and success. And I got a special guest. His name's Jose Jaimes. And what's your official title, Jose?
I'm the executive director.
Executive director at Tierra Calient Academy of Arts.
Correct.
Okay, good. Well, we've known each other for quite some time and making the difference that you do in the community. And we all do what we can, one step at a time. So we're bringing people together, and business professionals, nonprofit professionals, art professionals. And my goal is to tell their story. So that's why I'm glad that you said yes when I asked you this last week. And we got a good list of people coming in today. So we're going to be doing this. But my whole goal is, how do we tell your story? How do we know a little bit about you? I always tell people when we get together in our networking, I always talk about Shrek. You're going to laugh at this. So an onion has layers.
Yes.
You know, we see you and I see what you do. When I first met you at a CLA with Bill de la Fuente with your jacket and you're all cool. And but, you know, as I got to know you, there's layers that come out there.
Yeah.
So that's what the goal is today, is let's find out. And, you know, everybody here creates their business, their organization, their events somehow, is we want to find out those stories. So my first question is pretty good. How long have you been doing what you've been doing?
I actually was thinking about that when I was on my way. And I've been, at least from the very start when I started dancing or learning how to dance folklore, it's 27 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, 27.
You must have started when you're 5 or 10 or 10.
Oh, yes. I actually started in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I heard a little bit of a story how you started in high school, but you went to a dance school in high school, or how'd you get connected with Ballet Folklórico specifically?
No, well, basically the short story is that I was an athlete. I did soccer and basketball.
Right.
And then over at the high school, I went to Vista High School, and they, you know, some of the girls started a folklórico club. And obviously they needed guys. So they started asking people, you know, guys around, you know, join our folklórico group, blah, blah, this and that. They got to me, and, you know, to me it was weird because I had never done it before, but they were good friends. And then one of my buddies was like, let's do it. And another one of my buddies were, let's do it. So it was kind of like, go where the girls were. and yeah, and for some reasons, you know, something sparked in me and I liked it. Eventually I fell in love with it. And eventually, then it became a passion.
Look at 27 years, all that little high school, that one person asked you, hey, come dance with us.
Just your regular high school club. I mean,
wow.
That's just how it started.
Wow. You think that's how Microsoft started with his little, join me in the chess club, and now he's Microsoft.
There you go.
CES. But, you know, you do what you do, and you've been doing 27 years. I know you got a lot of stories, and we go forever on those. But my biggest question I'd like to ask people when doing networking or we're just meeting people is, why do you do what you do? You know, what inspires you to wake up every day? I'm going to go make a difference.
Yeah, well, I think it goes by phases. I think that the very first phase of why do I do what I do is because it's giving back to the community. I am a first generation here in the U.S. And, you know, I came no English, trying to, learn what I could when I could, you know. So it was very tough for me the first couple of years. And going into high school, you know, not speaking much English, it was hard. So what helped me was the arts,
right?
Sports and the arts. That's what kind of helped me. That was like the first phase. So then I see that with many youth nowadays. So that's kind of like the first phase of what do I do, because I see myself in many of them. And it's kind of like my way of, pay it forward.
Right.
There were many people who made a difference in my life. So it's kind of my way to pay it forward. And then the current phase which is the most important, is just family. You know, I have my daughters who are part of the academy,
right?
And you know, they have that passion as well, and it's kind of like it gives me that motivation, because that's basically what I'm doing is gonna end up in their hands eventually.
Right. And you have your brother working with you at the studio, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of like a family thing. Same thing with my brother. He didn't want to really do it at the beginning. It almost seemed like he was forced into it. But something same, his story must be very similar, where something sparked, that interest, and now he is just part of him.
Well, I always think it's pretty great when you have a passion to do something you love and you're making a difference.
Yes.
Greed is good, like they say in the movies, but to me, greed and ego is not high priority in my life. And I don't see you too much that you're going after this fame. I mean, you're usually behind the scenes, aren't you?
Yeah, I think the most important thing